Sabi boy.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to yet another episode of
Sabi.
Sabi. What's going on, my G?
Yeah, been good, you know. It's like been
Been
we've
way
had a
too
week
long. See how I
hiatus,
came in low this time around.
Is
man.
it?
Some of you is apologetic for not being here for the last 2 weeks, bruv.
You sure?
Yeah.
Or you tried a new style of talking?
I'm testing it all. You know, before
how
we
you
start
been,
every
my
show,
G?
Namo is always like, say something. Like, testing 1, 2, 3.
How you doing, my G?
Yeah, not too bad. How are you, my friend?
Yeah, should we shout out ABJ just at the start of the show so that we
Yeah, shout out to our very wonderful Egbon,
Yeah,
big brother,
Yeah.
always looking after us.
Up to Nami.
Is the biggest Newcastle fan I know, and the only Newcastle fan I know.
Two. My older brother is a Newcastle.
Oh yeah, we only know 2 Newcastle fans. So shout out to Egbo Abidja, you know.
Big boss ABJ.
One day for the thief, one day for the owner. They beat Newcastle like thieves tonight. But yeah, lovely.
How have you been, though? You
Not
been
too bad. Let's do our usual as well before we start.
Yeah.
A word for our sponsors. I got a alert to my account, so that's why I'm back here now.
Yeah.
So let's shout out our sponsors.
Yeah.
Shout out
Shout
Matt
out to-
Studios.
Shout out to sustainability.
Sustainability,
Shout out to recycling.
recycling,
Net zero
net
stuff.
zero status, man.
Everything, man.
Shout out to the
reusing.
one company single-handedly helping UK
Trust
meet net
me,
zero.
man. You know, no heroes wear capes.
Nah,
man. Shout out
bro.
to
Nah, bro.
Namo,
Some heroes wear Barcelona jerseys.
yeah, trust me, vintage.
Vintage Barcelona jerseys.
Vintage, you know.
Let's round of applause for now.
Yeah,
Round of applause.
yeah. You know.
And another special shout out to Matt Studios.
Studios, yeah.
You
That's
know,
where we are.
Wonderful
That's
studio. Very
Pull up
nice.
to Matt Studios.
Relax.
That's where we are, man. Yeah.
You know, anyone who wants to come and see what we do or experience the studio, just come and see it, you know.
Yeah.
All the lighting, special effects,
Everything, man.
everything, you know.
Yeah.
Everything nice.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Matt Studios, man. Shout
Yeah.
out to Namo. You know, big nouns for making all this happen, though.
Yeah. Shout out to Big Nams.
100.
And then every time we come, well, I say every time. Sometimes when we come, he makes sure we're well fed, well
He shows
nourished.
love. He shows. The only thing I need
Now
now.
my throat is
I need
dry
him-
now,
I
no
need him to-
Hennessy.
I need him to plug me with the next edition of Iso Wear. 100.
Yeah.
100.
Yeah.
I've said it early, so when he comes, there's no excuse. I want the black and the
you know,
dark green.
I have a bone to pick actually with him because I see people on Instagram wearing limited edition
One-on-one.
Iso.
One of one. Your head is always smoking now.
Bro, people in Canada,
You got me.
Canada,
Who's these dudes, man? Who are they?
Nigeria,
Trust
America, and we that were just in the
We
studio
pull
here.
up every week.
Yeah.
You get me?
No,
And you say one
Iso.
of one. You now wear one person will now show his muscle. Like, oh,
Yeah.
What's all this?
My Iso uniform, even my uniform is tight now because I don't put on weight. They don't change my uniform. Eh?
No, but shout out to his, like
Shout
the
out to
quality
Iso.
of Iso.
Bro, it's
wears
badass.
is
It's
good.
badass. There's one I saw this
It's
weekend.
good, man.
Very nice.
But don't worry, he
You sort us out, yeah?
He'll do the needful, yeah.
Okay, I'm not
100%.
coming
I
again
trust him.
till I get new
I trust
uniform.
him. That's my guy.
Yeah,
my guy.
lovely.
Anyway,
And how have you been, man? It's been like what 2.5 weeks since we shot.
Yeah, I think you went on holiday. And
Yes. It feels like a lifetime ago,
Last
but it
week
was
was just
a
a
lovely
bit
holiday.
busy and
Yeah, it was
stuff.
nice. Well, it feels like a lifetime ago, man. I need
But we still
another
kicked
holiday.
we still kicked there on Saturday. Was it Saturday? Yeah. Went for dinner.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We were meant to
went
record
for
on
dinner, all of
Saturday,
us.
and
I think I
We're
was slightly
hungry,
late
you were
Saturday,
late.
so we're like,
we're
let's
hungry,
just-
and we said after eating we'll film. Biggest lie ever.
Let's just go to our normal.
That lie is
But
bigger
to be honest,
than
it was fun though. We actually got
that lie is bigger than
I
VAR.
actually got. Wow, you when Namdi ate like 5 wraps up and the yam.
Yeah, there's no way we'll have left. And he washed it out with
Trust me.
3 Maltinas.
Nah.
Nah.
Malta Guinness.
Malta
not even
Guinness.
Maltina.
There's no
You get
way.
me?
There's no way we're coming to the studio.
Yeah,
no way.
man,
No way.
Yeah.
When I said Namo, so studio not to record, he was like,
Re what?
Re who?
Yeah. Nah, but that's how we roll.
That's how we roll now.
We know where we're aiming for. So
It would
that's
have
how
been
we
nice
roll.
to record that night because I was in the spirit.
You know what I even suggested? I was telling him the car, why don't we just buy food and just take it away and just come here, record, eat, and everything? Because I knew once we sat down and we started playing around,
Yeah.
it's a wrap though. But
Yeah.
anyway, it is what it is. We're here today.
It is what it is. It
We're here
is what it
today.
is. No, I'm glad to be here. I was missing you boys today, and I was just looking forward to shooting today.
Man, I miss you as
I
well.
was like, I need to see my boys. You know.
That's just to show you. Even though we saw each other a couple of days ago, you know,
Yeah.
just
There's something spiritual about when you're here. I'm just chatting with your boys.
yeah.
You know, there's something spiritual about it. I can't explain it, but I just love it. And this was off the back of doing daddy duties today already, because I was at Aras tennis earlier in the cold, you know, and then but I said no, I have to be here.
Got it. You here now though?
Yeah. So what's been going on, man?
Nothing though. Just been chilling. You get me? Like,
Did you actually this past Saturday? Did you go to any bonfires or any fireworks shows?
I went to Reading. I didn't go to a bonfire. I went to Reading. I took my kids to. I want to get something. I was gonna go to the one in Bisley because I went last year.
Yeah.
I went to Reading. Then I decided to branch to see a friend, and before I knew, that's actually what made me that day. But I wasn't able to. What about you? Did you go?
Yeah, the reason why I asked is I feel like I've scarred my kids because we go every year, right? And then we had planned to go to the one in Bisley. And then the Arsenal game was on. So they're like, Dad, it's time to go. It's time to go. I said, we'll go, you know, just chill a bit. Just chill a bit.
That.
And then by the time we left the house, got there to Bisley, they just finished. So I said, okay, let's drive to Lightwater quickly. We drove there as well. They just finished. So
they did one. I think they did one in Bracknell as well, but I wasn't.
yeah. But on Sunday though,
you went to one on Sunday.
yeah, it was just my friends. My friends.
That's a private bonfire.
Yeah, private bonfire. It was nice though. It was nice. Good food. We all sat by the fire.
So you're 9G.
It was funny because so he bought a lot of this, you know, these ones that go actual fireworks, yeah. And he let about 2 go. Then his next door neighbor, well, 2-3 doors away, let 2 go as well. So his was very light, you know. The neighbors was light. My friend brought out big guns again, bang. The neighbor did like 2 again, very light. So my friend now brought out his own heavy duty. Now let about 5 go. I didn't know we started war. I don't know where this neighbor went. Maybe he went to the barracks to get weapons. This guy, big. I said to my friend, any response to that? Hell no, bro.
Yeah,
So it was nice. Though. It was nice.
The time of
it.
the year, you know, it's reaching December time.
Yeah, and you know, after bonfire now, like the shops now started to play Christmas music. So capitalism,
Nigeria
bro.
now, this period, they'll be doing trade fair. They'll be playing Chaka Chaka.
Thank
Thank you, Mr. DJ, for playing my song.
Wow.
Shout out to Nige, man.
Yeah, Christmas was nice in Niger, though.
It's always nice. That's the best time to go to that. The only problem is it's too expensive to go now if you haven't bought your ticket early.
As kids, it was nicer because, you know, you didn't have to worry about money. Your parents would sort you out to go to
Even as adults, like,
but now
Christmas, December time is really nice.
Yeah.
The only thing, as I said, if you just decide now that you want to go to Nigeria before Christmas, bro.
Now, if you haven't bought your ticket, you're probably looking closer to $2,000 than anything.
Yeah, you can buy a ticket for Christmas Day. It's the price.
Yeah, it's cheaper on Christmas Day.
60% drop or more. But if you go before then,
yeah.
Anyway, what's been going on in the news?
Bro, it's all been mental. One thing that we missed was the fight. I don't know if we discussed that fight.
Yeah, because you were away.
The Francis Ngannou Fury fight.
Man got. I won't say he got sacrificed,
Yeah.
but he got schooled.
He got pretty like when you look at his face, yeah.
For you to be the world champion, the linear heavyweight, want everything, and you get bruised and even knocked down by someone that is the first boxing fight.
Professional fight. Yeah,
that's peak.
No, I really wanted Ngannou to knock him out because before the fight, I thought, you know, Ngannou didn't have a chance. I thought it was
same.
You know, Fury was going to beat him like a baby, but Fury probably won it slightly.
I don't know. I think it was a draw.
I
think it was because with the knockdown, Fury didn't really make that guy. Fury was actually scared of that guy. Fury couldn't. If you watch the fight, Ngannou landed the harder punch.
Yeah, because when you look at their faces, you can tell.
Exactly. You see.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I think Fury stole some rounds. There's some rounds that. Sorry, I said Fury and Ngannou.
Yeah.
Fury landed more jabs and soft punch, but the power punches,
And the percentage of shots that landed.
Exactly. So if you look at a lot of Fury's punches were landing on his guard. But still.
But for someone who hasn't boxed,
it's embarrassing.
Professionally.
And Fury's mouth is very big. He talks a lot of rubbish. Now, how the guy is like his stock has gone down. It's gone down a lot. Like now, no one is scared to fight him.
You know the annoying part as well. Yeah. Before the fight, he was saying December 23rd, I'm fighting Usyk.
I've been telling you
no
guys.
2 ways.
I've been telling you
guys, now I believe you
because if you look at Fury, if you look at his resume, even this guy said this. I think was it Adam Cattrall of Talksport. He said Fury is a very good fighter, but the problem is how many championship fights has Fury fought?
Yeah, true.
Maybe 6 or 7.
It's for the same guy like 3 times, one other guy twice.
Dillian White. He hasn't really fought.
Yeah.
He fought Chisora.
Now I believe you. You did say, and I'm quite disappointed.
That's why me. Even though he might be a better fighter than Joshua, but Joshua has faced most people that
I've been disrespecting Joshua over losing his fight, but when you look at least he puts himself out there. He's not afraid of fights.
Usyk is. Let's look at it. Usyk is good.
Yeah, he's a very good boxer.
Usyk has had 2 championship
See what
fights,
he did to
and they've
Dubois
been
the other
against
day.
Joshua. Sorry, 3.
Yeah.
He beat Dubois now. He beat him.
He didn't even he beat him like.
Dubois is bigger than
he
him.
beat him like we're not in the same.
Exactly.
We're in the same set.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
Yeah,
so at the end,
agree.
if you look at it this way, I think Fury needs to fight Usyk very soon, just to show that the firing, or if he wants to rematch, he can fight. But the funny thing is, he might rematch Ngannou, and Ngannou will now knock him out because Ngannou might even be a better boxer then. So we don't even know.
Ngannou said, now I understand boxing. He said,
I love doing Ngannou.
Yeah,
talks,
he said he was afraid.
Yeah.
Like now that he's tasted it, he knows what to do now.
Because people are rooting for, Ngannou's backstory.
Yeah,
my man from Cameroon was working in the sand mine in Silaba from 12 or something. He came to Europe via Sahara, all those alternative routes,
Libya,
all those
that.
9 months routes and everything, sleeping on the street in France and everything. For someone to go from there to where he is now, bro,
it's massive. No, I agree.
Dana White, he had a contract. Dana White was saying he doesn't know when Ngannou get the money that he's looking for and everything. The respect, I think the respect he showed in Ngannou was less than the respect he was showing people like John Jones and other champions. And Ngannou was like, no.
Ngannou got 500 grand or 550 grand for his championship fight.
No. And Ngannou was like, nah, I'm not doing this. And do you know what happened? Do you know what happened? He bet on himself. And look at where he is now.
Yeah. I think he got, 10 million for that fight?
10 million. That's just the basic. You get a lot more
pay-per-view and all that,
So, shout out to Ngannou, man. Shout out to Ngannou.
Shout out to the Cameroonian people.
The guy is strong, like, bro.
No, when you look at that guy, it's like, bricklayer.
And I love the way he talks.
Nigeria bricklayers. You don't fight those guys.
Yeah. He's the real. He's the real deal. Even though, he might not become a champion, he's the real deal.
No, he is.
For someone first fight, knocking down the current champion and the number 1 ranked heavyweight, and actually handing him a beating, then
Wow.
Over the weekend, football, United won finally, but it was.
We thank God for United. We thank God for United because you guys got almost a last-minute winner.
It was injury time winner, Bruno Fernandes, the same guy that people are always criticizing and everything. The fans, I don't know, man. I don't know.
So there are 2 types of United fans right now. Those that are like, Ten Hag out, it's the end of the world. Nothing's gonna. Actually, 3 types.
3. Ten Hag out, neutrals and Ten Hag.
Neutrals and Ten Hag.
Ten Hag in, they are trying.
No, Ten Hag. I'll group Ten Hag out and in together. That's one set of fans. Rashford and Bruno out. And Maguire out group. Then there's the neutrals who just want to support the team. Someone like Temi, right? Temi was like one of the diehard Ten Hag fans. And then in a few matches now, he's like, get rid of him, sack him when you guys lose. And then next game when you win, he's like, okay, it's the 3 points that matters. Like, but you can see he's battling those demons of
I'm not buying any. I'm not a knockout, but I don't
No,
see
I
how
mean,
it's
to me, yeah.
sustainable. I don't see if except he turns things around. We can't keep playing this way. I understand results. 3 points are the most important thing.
No, he said that was progression, though.
That is the issue I have with him.
I think it's delusional.
When we play bad, he always says that's the issue. He doesn't call the game out and everything. And I think I don't understand.
Because if you don't call the game out, people start to think you're delusional.
That's my own problem with him. Even Arsenal over the weekend.
That was painful. You know why it was painful? People said, "Oh, we're rubbish, we're trash," but I don't think so. Arsenal and Newcastle played
You weren't
very
too good, but
tight.
you were the better team, I think so.
Both teams, yeah, it was very tight, and it was good football to watch as a neutral. And me as an Arsenal fan, every time we go to places like Newcastle, I'm scared, that they're running us. But so that's Femi exchanging pleasantries with the Egbo we talked about.
He sent me the 3-0 reminder.
Yeah. So for me, I didn't feel like Arsenal were run over by Newcastle.
No, they weren't.
Normally, you remember last 2 seasons ago, we're run over. But it was a very mature performance. Obviously, in front, we're very blunt. Saka, Martinelli, were very quiet. Yeah. And it's not because people say, oh, yeah, Saka, Martinelli, out of form. But it's not just that. When you have 2 players doubling up and a third player running into the space you're going to dribble into, you can't do anything.
You can't.
Tactically, I commend Eddie Howe.
Yeah.
Maybe what Arsenal lacked was someone, maybe start launching the ball long into the box. But people analyze football in a funny way. The people don't. I try to be as neutral as possible, even though it's my team. But
you spot on, 100%. You spot on. Like at the end of the day, I just feel like if you look at things here, the decider in that particular game, you understand, was very controversial. So that's why, obviously, it
was quite painful because for me, out of the 3 possible decisions, right, I think the push on the back for me was clear enough. You can't put your hands on a player, then the excuse for VAR is no conclusive evidence. What other evidence do you need to see?
VAR the thing about VAR. VAR is what is VAR. It's VAR. It's really
the worst
VAR.
thing ever.
The same thing happened to us earlier in the day. When that same day,
Maguire,
Garnacho crossed for Batum to score a goal. They said Maguire was involved. It was just ridiculous.
It's a joke,
it says
man.
subjective offside.
What does
and the
that even
same
mean?
goal Newcastle scored. United scored that goal against Brighton. The same exact stuff where they couldn't conclude the ball at cross.
What does subjective offside?
I don't know.
You're either offside.
They said
offside,
maybe Maguire was interfering with the player.
No, bro. Offside should be as objective as possible.
Bro.
Is it onside or offside?
It's the Premier League. And the PGM, very soon, this thing will cause a big problem. That our club might even have to resign if he's not careful. They're not careful.
Bro, it's the starting point. I start putting out that statement. I know people are saying, oh, they put out a statement.
I know.
Bro, when you put out... You remember Liverpool a few months ago as well, we're not happy.
Yeah.
When the big teams start talking, then they need to address things.
I know.
Bro, how hard is it?
People are now saying Arsenal shouldn't have backed Arteta. But I understand why Arsenal did it because it was a painful way to lose.
And bro, not just that. Last season, we lost to City by 5-6 points.
Yeah.
In decisions alone, you can count 5. They apologized to Arsenal 3 times last season. PGM. Why are you apologizing to me after the fact? Get it right. This is what at least they apologize to guy. They don't apologize to us anytime they mess up. They never do. 3 times. That's what made.
And one thing you see a decision go against United, but the same next match, you see the same decision, and the referee choose
someone else.
You understand? Yeah. Like, I don't understand.
It's ridiculous for me, right? Like, whether my team, whether not my team, I want to see people get what they deserve. You don't want people losing points based on wrong decisions. Whether or not it's my team or not. I love football. And I don't want to see it.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing. It kills football.
It kills it now. It kills it.
Yeah, but to be honest, the good thing is that at least the table is now, there's no runaway leader anymore. Even Spurs lost it. So right now, I think everything is kind of reset.
Everybody's within touching distance.
Everyone is within touching distance. I understand some is 2 games, 2.5 games, but it's still...
Because you guys only, 8 points behind
Spurs.
City.
Spurs, yeah, I think so.
No, I mean City at the top.
Yeah, City, I think so.
Because you have like what 18 points,
Yeah, 18 points.
and they have like 27 to 9 points. Yeah.
So
it's still very open.
Even though it's still that far, but it's still because City will still lose.
It's still very open, very open. We've only gone past it, third of the. There's still so much games to play.
I know, a lot.
Yeah.
How many games have I played? 11 or 10?
I think 10.
Yeah, so it's not even up to
11?
the third.
Let me double check.
Because it's 38 games, so it's about 12. Let's just say 13 a piece. 13 in each quarter. It's 3 quarters in a year, isn't it?
Yeah, 4 quarters in a year.
3. A quarter is
12, 3 months. Yeah, 4. Quarter, yeah.
Yeah, quarter. Okay, 3. Yeah, 3. Yeah, sorry, 4. Sorry. So we only no, I mean a third, not a quarter. Sorry, I meant a third.
So 11 games played.
11 games.
Yeah.
So it's not even up to a third.
No.
So there's still a lot of games. There's still about 27 games to play.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
27 exactly. Yeah.
It's still a long way to go.
And teams are still going to play each other.
Exactly,
You're going to play City.
Exactly.
City, Arsenal, Tottenham.
Exactly,
So yeah.
exactly.
So that's why your 3 points was very important against Fulham.
I know.
Any 3 points you can get now, just keep it.
I know.
Only let me see where Chelsea. Let's see where Chelsea are.
Chelsea fans.
Chelsea.
They won against.
So 10th place. They've come up.
Yeah,
That's where they deserve that.
Yeah, they're still going down because
I can't stand them.
Guys,
Yeah,
I know they won. Imagine.
poor.
What did you say about Jackson? No?
Jackson, that guy's useless.
No, his rating.
Oh yeah, so even though Jackson scored the hat trick,
Yeah.
his rating was still 0/10.
Jackson.
Wacko Jacko.
They found the guy, man.
Nah, that guy's a waste
Nah,
man.
bro.
That guy's a waste man. And there's a problem that you need a team to go down to 9 men to be able to win a
Even
game.
with the 9 men, Spurs just gassed out. If they didn't
Do you remember
gas out,
Son? There was
I know
a
he
chance.
had a chance that he scoffed. He didn't play it well.
That would have been,
Imagine. That would have been embarrassing,
Bro.
Like, really embarrassing.
bro.
And they spent so much. They spent a bill. So,
Yeah.
no excuse.
Their manager is a fraud as well. You can tell he's seen.
No, Poch is not a fraud.
He's a fraud,
I think that Chelsea.
bro. Let me tell you,
Chelsea, they are suffering the curse of Roman Abramovich.
he's a
Anyway.
fraud. He's a fraud. He's a fraud. The younger Poch was better. This Poch is just clueless, man. It's clueless. You know, and you can see how clueless he was in PSG as well. It is what it is. It is what it is. What else is happening, man?
Just the news. Still this
Yeah, still the
Israel Hamas war.
yeah. That's not ending.
I think Israel has gone into Gaza now. I think
Yeah. Ground
the
attack.
ground offensive has started. It's on its way. Apparently, they've kind of split Gaza into 2 and stuff. But I'm not really sure what the objective of that is, because
So you know they bombed a lot of buildings.
they bombed everywhere.
So they claim there are mass buildings they've bombed. Now they're weaker. They've taken out their communication sites. They've taken out their weapons and blah blah blah. So now that's when they now go on the ground
Yeah, well, it
offensive.
doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
It doesn't, because Hamas are in the tunnels.
Yeah,
They've got a network of miles and miles and miles of tunnels. How's
Yeah.
that going to work?
yeah. And that's why people say, look, a lot of civilians will die. Because
They've
when you
died
go in there, you
already.
can't even identify who's
Do you
civilian.
know how many civilians have died?
Loads.
Apparently, it's close to 10,000 civilians have already died
Yeah.
in Gaza.
Wow.
I understand they lost a
I
lot.
wish some more kids have died
They bombed they
in
bombed
few
the
days of
refugee
fighting
camp.
in.
They bombed an ambulance convoy. They bombed. And the thing is, the issue is, I think the rhetoric by
Yeah,
Netanyahu and his government is making people scared. Like,
Yeah.
they suspended a minister a couple of days ago because why? He said the nuclear option is not off the table.
wow.
He said bombing Gaza totally, nuclear bombing, atomic bombing is not off the table. How can you
Wow.
go on TV on an interview and say that? Or
Wow.
radio, wherever.
Wow.
How?
And also, you know how they've said to people to there's a lot of what's coming out of the Palestinian side is that Israel's trying to get them to evacuate Gaza and they level Gaza, like basically send them away as refugees from that land. because they're telling them to all head north now, so they can
that's
bomb
what people
south.
are saying, that Israel wants to remove them.
Yeah.
Because I think Netanyahu said something yesterday. I'm not sure, but don't quote me. They said he was like, after this whole situation, that Israel will now be responsible for the security situation in Gaza, kind of stating that they will be in charge of Gaza. That is, and America has already said that is not going to work.
America said that
earlier, that's not going to work, because then you're going to bring, and right now, Hezbollah, even though they're already in it, but they're threatening to get in the war full time, and other people, Iran's proxies. So this thing is, and the annoying bit is, I'm not supporting Israel or Palestine, but I just don't want people to die, or Palestine.
No, that's the ultimate thing.
And now, even with
they say more children have died in the Israel-Gaza, or in the few days of Israel-Gaza, or than in Ukraine-Russia war.
If you look at it this way,
you know,
people calling for ceasefire, MPs and stuff, they're getting suspended, they're getting demoted.
Yeah, why would you not want to cease fire for them
What
to take
they say Israel has the right to defend itself, which is fine.
You can defend yourself does not mean starving civilians.
I don't know. That's the thing. See, the thing is, Israel has the right to do what they're doing, no doubt about it, because they got attacked and everything. But the only problem is,
to what extent?
The way they're doing it is if it's anyone else that is doing it, the West will be like, there's a lot of what's it called? Laws being broken, international laws being broken, and
criminal laws and all that,
and human rights abuses, and also there's also war crimes being committed.
Yeah.
But because they say they have the right to defend, and also there was a Tory minister that broke ranks that said he called for a ceasefire. They removed him from his post. Labour minister as well. I think Labour Shabdo Cabinet, they removed that one as well, because no one wants this war to escalate.
Yeah.
If all these other small countries and everything enter, it will grow to something we don't know.
Yeah.
Israel has every right to defend themselves and destroy Hamas. But I think the problem is maybe due to the fact that the whole thing is just, it's more of a revenge thing.
Yeah.
They kind of...
They're saying it's not revenge,
but they turn a blind eye to civilian deaths.
Yeah.
That's my own issue. My own is just the civilians and stuff. And also, I think elements of the government is also weaponizing this whole thing.
Yeah, of course.
People that are doing anti-Palestinian rallies. Your friend, Braverman, said they hate marches. So I said, not as the pro-Palestinian rallies. Your friend Braverman said they hate marches.
What?
Yeah, she said they hate marches.
So it's okay not for Palestinians to protest the bombing of innocent children and women.
Because the funny thing, that protest is not only Palestinians are doing it.
Yeah, exactly that. Even Israelis, Jews are not happy.
Orthodox Jews, ultra-Orthodox Jews in Israel, I've seen videos where they are being like harassed and beaten up by the Israeli police.
Yeah, they're not happy about it.
They're not happy about things that are going on. And I think it's just a human side of it. It's just a human side of it, because kids are dying. Kids, like it's the children. I've seen videos that I can't even have a look at. Hamas committed the offense and they deserve to be wiped out.
Yeah.
But the problem is, in the process of you wanting to wipe out Hamas, you're also wiping out generations.
Yeah.
So.
And two wrongs don't make a right.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I just pray there's peace.
Yeah, there has to be peace, man.
There's peace.
Our friend Braverman, she's been popular in the news.
She's that woman.
I think she's such an attention seeker, because when there's something serious happening in the world, that's when she comes out and says all this crap, so it can be about her. I think this week she was talking about immigrants contributing to homelessness.
Yeah, she said the reason why there's a rise in homelessness is because of illegal immigrants and immigrants coming in. But the problem is, me and you we've been in this country for a while. What's your take on the whole thing she just said?
So
the homeless people you've actually seen.
Before I moved here, right?
Yeah.
I used to think, or when I moved here, we saw the UK as maybe not just the UK. We saw the Western world as a place where the streets are painted gold
Paved
and
honey.
paved with gold and milk and all of that, and money falling out of the skies. But you soon realize that's not the case. So when I, initially moved here, I didn't understand why people were homeless because I realized that one, there were a lot of jobs you could do. Two, you get paid, enough, not enough, but you get paid something from doing these jobs. And when I say you get paid something, it's because in a place like Nigeria, you can be a graduate with the best degrees, and you're getting paid 50,000 a month.
Yeah.
So Naira, exactly.
Equivalent of how much? 40 pounds or 40 something pounds.
Yeah, 40 something pounds.
Yeah, a month.
So I could start to see this, and then you wonder why are people homeless, and then you see people come from Nigeria and they're doing like menial jobs, like working in factories and stuff, but they're getting paid.
Yeah.
Some of these guys don't even speak proper English, and then you see someone sleeping in the streets and you can't explain it. And then I met a guy as well that said, they can't even pay him to leave the streets because that's where he wants to be. Now that's one side, but you now have to look at the other side that I started to notice when I moved here. People with mental health problems.
Thank you.
People who've lost their
Majority
homes
of them, thank you.
for one reason or the other. Not just through, things like addiction or gambling or whatever, but genuinely lost their property because maybe they fell out with their wives, nowhere to stay, mental health issues, loss of job. So...
Even some people coming out of prison.
Yeah.
Prison, like, they don't have relatives, anyone to stay with.
Yeah.
And because of the situation with the housing in this country, they don't have anywhere to stay. In prison, they will tell you, look, we haven't found anywhere for you, but we can give you a tent.
Wow.
And I understand she wants to ban tents. I think that law should be like, tents shouldn't use it to obstruct where people, places of businesses and stuff. I understand, but you can't ban tents. You cannot ban tents.
There are two ways to look at it because tent in this case is shelter for someone.
It is.
Right, and check out the weather now. It's freezing cold. We're indoors, the heating is on and everything, but you still feel a bit of...
And she said something about homelessness being a lifestyle choice. I totally disagree because some people...
Very low number, it's...
They don't really know what to do. And with the way the whole medical NHS system is stressed, some of them don't get the help they need.
Yeah.
They don't. And even the ones that are okay, they're situated... Well, I told you a story of some guy that he divorced his wife. He left, his wife kicked him out of the house.
Yeah.
And he tried to get a property from the government accounts. They told him they can't because he had a property. So he can't
because the property is still in his name.
Exactly.
With his
I was
wife.
like, well, I don't live there anymore. So,
Yeah.
he was homeless living in his van for like a year. He fell ill. He did a lot of things, developed a lot of mental health.
And he didn't get support from the government. So that's the thing. And for me, ultimately, like a government official, there's certain things you shouldn't even say.
She says it a lot. She just, I think she even tried to bring immigrants into it.
What's she trying to achieve? Like sometimes when someone says something, you have to try to understand what they're trying to achieve.
What's the percentage of homeless people in this country being like illegal immigrants?
Funny things, I don't see in my small sphere of influence. I don't see a lot of foreigners living in the streets.
Same here as well.
I don't see it.
Same here as well. I don't. And the thing is, it's not a slight to anyone, but it's just same here as well.
I don't see a lot of immigrants.
Same here as well.
So why is she trying to?
I don't know.
Nah, she's just evil, man.
People think it's drugs and everything. I think yes, some people is due to drugs and stuff, but some people is because a lot of them got mental health issues. They feel lost and they can only isolate themselves and live in tents and that's the thing. So I don't blame her. I blame Rishi Sunak and the government for actually trying, because she's just making them look stupid every day.
Yeah.
A lot of things she talks about immigration and stuff. We don't want to hear you talk. Do something. She's not doing anything about it. You just raise, and that is what they call politics of division.
Yeah.
This time that people are suffering, there's a cost of living crisis and different crises for the other. You're supposed to bring the country together, not divide the country. People are marching next week. Rather than you just appeal to people, please don't do this. You're talking about if you violate the cenotaph, you should get jailed faster than this thing. These people are not, majority of them are not going to violate any cenotaph. They're just going to protest. So why are you now what's going on now is a lot of these right-wing people.
Yeah.
All these
Like MPs or
right wing
okay.
groups, all these EDL, all these Tommy Robinson
Nationalists
group
and all
and
that, yeah.
nationalists. They now said they want to go and protect the Senate. You see, this is what she set out. Now there will now be fights and issues on that day. This is what they set out to do.
But you know what? Yeah, people like Breverman are campaigning.
She's even Asian. That's the
Yeah,
annoying part.
they're campaigning for next election and all that because people like this rhetorics.
Who's gonna vote for her in reality?
Bro, the people, EDL.
If this country should actually, if she wins, she becomes Tory leader and she wins the election, this country is actually finished. I'll say it.
Yeah, I don't know if I live here.
No, it's not even I'll leave. I can still leave, but it's because who would?
No, if the big boss, yeah, is telling everybody how many foreigners are here, how this, how that, it won't take long before people start to attack you and I on the streets or people that sound foreign. So you can't have it right now.
I've never seen. I've seen it anyway, but a foreigner that's actually racist.
Yeah.
You can say yes, British, second generation, first generation, but she's not. She's not a native of this island.
No.
She's not.
She's
She was born here. You understand? So
her
makes
parents
her
were born in
India or
no, even Uganda also.
Uganda, but they're of I think
Asian
heritage.
heritage. Yeah, but what I even mean is they moved here as well.
All those one doesn't really matter. The only thing is because I think I would say she probably hates who she is. She doesn't
No,
like.
but the point I'm even trying to make myself is if your parents also emigrated to this country, should you really be the one fighting the cause
Some people don't care.
for people not to be able to come into
Some
this
people
country?
don't. No, see, the thing is, immigration needs to be controlled.
Of
whatever
course.
country. But the thing is, the divisive rhetoric. That's
Yeah.
my own. That's my own issue.
Rhetoric, yeah.
That is my own issue. The
Exactly.
divisive rhetoric. She just keeps blabbing and chatting and saying, and she does not care. Because what happens is she has people. She's representative of a group called ERG, European Eurosceptic and anti and pro-Brexit group in the Tory party and stuff. Me personally, I'm not a member of Conservative Party, but I'm a conservative person.
Yeah.
When I say conservative, I have traditional
Values.
Christian values. It doesn't have to be Christian, but just generally traditional homely. That's who I am. There are certain things I go for, certain that I don't go for. Does that make me right wing? No. I look at myself as more of a centrist, maybe leaning slightly towards the right because of my beliefs. But it doesn't mean I disagree with I don't get along with the left or right.
Yeah.
But the problem is what she's doing now is what they said. What she's doing now is now because of what she said now. Tommy Robinson has already Tommy Robinson released a tweet that we need you to defend your country, like referencing that people should come to that cenotaph stuff.
That's division.
But
That's division.
when you are championing people like Nigel Farage, all these people that they don't. Anyway, let me. I'm not ranting. I'm just saying. As
It's painful now. It's painful, honestly.
I'm not saying that, and I'm not saying it because I'm black or African or anything. It's just I get along with almost everyone I'm around.
Yeah.
White, black, anyone. And when someone is trying to cause division, because at the end of the day, I'm still black. When you start scapegoating certain sections of immigrants and everything, it becomes a problem for me because I'm also an immigrant.
Yeah.
I grew up in Nigeria. I came here. So when you start scapegoating that group, it's a problem.
Yeah.
Immigration needs to be controlled. Do what you have to do, but don't make them the evil ones.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Anyway, let me not rant too much and stuff. You can
No,
also
it's-
have your own say.
No, it's crazy. You've spoken well. You've spoken well because it needs to be controlled, but control it with policies and things that are sensible, not just throwing reckless thoughts out there, around the negatives of immigration. If anything, I think immigration is a net positive in this country
It is. 100%.
because,
Do you think Brexit has worked?
no, for me, it's there are two ways I think I can look at it. Yeah, one's the getting control part back, where they talked about being able to do trade deals and all of that. But for me, the reason why I can never see Brexit as working is nothing is as good as free movement of goods and services.
Yeah.
The UK had that, right?
Why didn't they just do Brexit and still, or renegotiate Brexit and do the...
They should have stayed in Europe and negotiated some good deals. And did you know, for example, there was something that was passed where, just for the UK, where when you come into the UK, you can stay for, you can't get benefits until after a certain number of years. And those were the things that people were fighting about.
I know.
You know, but no one publicized that. It just went straight into a referendum. Point I was trying to make is nothing can ever be better than just being able to pick up your bags, say bye to your friends,
Go Mallorca.
go here and just say, I'm going to go and live in Spain, or, you know, but now I had to do...
Thing. They're always saying they're going to Spain.
Yeah. But now when you're going now, you get stamped in and out, I think.
That's not even the problem.
You get stamped, you can't live there for more than X number of days. You can't just go and work there. You can't just do all the normal things you used to do. You know, which for me, I don't think, even just goods and services, right? Before, order something from EU, it's here the next day.
Yeah, now there's a lot of red tape. And
Yeah.
stuff. I think they didn't think it through. I think they were just feeding on. It was a gamble. It was like a game between them, and they didn't look at the ramifications on the economy and on the individuals and stuff.
Yeah.
You understand? They didn't even negotiate trade deals properly. You know, it was just, I don't know. I just don't. I also don't. And they are still using that Brexit. And the thing is, the pro-Brexit guys are still the guys in the Conservative Party. They're still the ones that are still run. I don't understand. I don't get. I think, did they hijack your party or what?
No, it's not my party.
No, sorry. Did they hijack the Tory party? Because it's just...
Let me tell you
the
what...
other guys, they're like... They're center... They're like moderate Tories. Now it's just the right
I think what's happening... This is what's happening. Because the Tories have done so badly in the last number of years.
They're not looking for...
And then with that woman who came in, that failed, Liz Truss, now you have, whether you like it or not, we've got an Asian... Prime Minister who is of Asian heritage, minority. Now, everything is against the Tory party. Think about it. What's his name? Rishi Sunak. He lost in the first rounds of vote. He only became Prime Minister after Liz Truss finished. People didn't vote within the party. I think it was just the MPs. But the election that they held, he didn't win.
Yeah, he didn't.
Basically. So now, you've got that problem to worry about. You've got bad governance and things that haven't gone well. You've got spending cuts, bad economy. To stand any chance of winning anything in this coming election, you need division. You need...
Not even division.
You need people who...
You
need to sing songs that... I mean, look at when Trump won. You know, he didn't win based on all of the nice policies he was going to lay out.
The right-wing thing.
Yeah.
And the disadvantage of that right-wing thing is people get tired of it after a while.
Yeah.
This whole division and everything, people have gone tired of it ever since that Brexit time.
Yeah.
Now people just want something new.
Yeah.
And they are now going more extreme.
Yeah.
They're now going more extreme.
So it's that because you'll still be shocked. There are so many people in this country that still see it as, get the foreigners out.
Yeah, obviously anti-immigrant. Loads of people.
And those people vote for whoever is singing that song.
Some people you talk to every day, like it's just... It is. They just give us someone to bring for their message.
Exactly. And then look at other things like Rishi going to Israel and saying we support Israel and all of this stuff around Israel and telling Palestinians not to bring out flags. Again, you know, this country, I've seen it as well, in parts of the world, whenever you're seen to be anti-Semitic, I'm not saying you're being anti-Semitic, I'm saying even seen. And that's what Labour Party has suffered for a long time. So now, you just have to jump on the bandwagon of...
If you look at it this way, going back to that, Do you think? I think in the country, do you think there's as much support for Israel? I'm not talking about Jewish people, though, because this is not being anti-Semitic or not. But for Israel, like the government, with what they are doing, with this stuff, with this invasion of Gaza, and do you think there's as much support within the population as there was, let's say, years ago, because of what exactly is going on in Gaza? And do you think they've lost a lot of support, the Israeli government?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, when you look at some of the people protesting against the Israeli government and Israel as a whole, and people are, what people are saying now, people have stopped talking about the attack on Israel, right? Which was a disgusting thing that happened. The October 7th thing. That was disgusting.
It was.
It was disgusting, and it was terrible, barbaric. But people have forgotten that. All people are saying now is thousands of kids dying.
Yes. That's it.
And this is where you expect Israel to be a bit sensible about it. But people like Netanyahu leading this thing, this is what they wanted, maybe.
Who knows?
He was bragging about funding Hamas. Just how many months ago. And then now, Hamas has done this kind of attack. Because they know that, because the idea behind funding Hamas is to cause a division in Palestine.
Hamas and Fatah.
Yeah.
Yes.
100%. So now this has happened now. 100%. It's just a funny one. You don't want to take any sides. You don't want to take sides, but nothing for both sides I can argue for and against. But ultimately, for me, some people shouldn't be killed and
I
just
think
die,
also now a lot of people are educating themselves on the history of this whole Israel Palestine stuff. You understand? And looking at it in a way, it was a terror attack, 100%. But what people are also looking at is that
that's not the starting point.
Exactly.
That's not the starting point, because I was listening to this Egyptian comedian who's been very active. And this guy was saying that there was an attack once on Palestinians, and some Israelis took their popcorn, they went to the top of the mountain, I was celebrating, clapping at each missile that was launched at the Palestinians.
There's a lot of light being shed on what they call Zionism. Like there is being Jewish, then there's also being Zionist. I think what they say in Zionists, I don't really know much about that, but what they say in Zionists are like ultra-nationalists, Jewish people. And one thing I've noticed also during this period is that, this period is, I obviously I don't want, I don't want maybe someone to report our video or anything, but I'm just saying what I've noticed this period is that there's also been a lot of weaponizing anti-Semitism. Like, I think, especially an example is when some people, when they see what's going on in Gaza and everything, the bombarding, when they speak out against, they say they call them anti-Semites and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't see that as right.
No,
I think this situation
right.
is just a case where people are just taking sides against, choosing sides or even speaking out against.
I'm even blaming governments here.
People are not attacking the Jewish people.
No.
The Jewish people really are not. It's how I say the government. And if you look at Netanyahu's government as well, it's a hard right-wing government. Yeah. I told you some guy said he was going to nuke Gaza.
Yeah.
How can you have that kind of... And they said also there's a lot of people like that in his cabinet.
Yeah.
In the government. And they were not afraid. Did you know they wanted to kick him out? He was trying to supersede the judiciary and everything before this whole thing happened. So this thing is kind of similar to like a distraction to what's going on, but it was having a lot of problems. And even till now, people are still protesting against Netanyahu. So, but I think the problem, as I said, is when you speak out against what's going on in Gaza, a lot of people are branded, not by everybody, but some people are branded anti-Semites and stuff. And I think that is not really right. I think people are just, there's right and wrong. And attacking Israel and killing this thing is wrong. Also, bombing children, thousands of children killing is also wrong.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Yeah. It's just a very funny one. And now it just sets them further back away from ever getting peace in that region. You remember it was from when we were young, when you hear of Yasser Arafat and Bill Clinton and all these guys. What was that former Israeli Prime Minister's name? you know,
Yes, Rabin or something.
I forgot his name now. All those guys trying to find a solution for so long. But this has only set things back
People
now.
are saying it's two-state solution will be the best. I really
But we're far from that now. It's set everything back, all this conversation.
I think if look, I'm a Christian. I'm Pentecostal Christian. And if you go into the Bible and so some of these things have been kind of photo, even though they're kind of photo. That's why there's a lot of support for Israel from evangelicals and stuff.
Yeah.
Which is fine. But I also think the fact that there's a lot of support for Israel from the Christians and evangelicals in particular does not mean because they have that support they should start bombing children. No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't. That is I draw a line with that and everything. Yes, I suppose Israel's right to exist and defend themselves, but I don't really, my conscience doesn't really, it's not really okay when I see children. I've seen videos of children mutilated and stuff. And I think they need to, both parties, I won't say both parties, they need to come to the table, maybe through intermediaries or whatever, and just try and look for the best solution and everything. That's my opinion.
Just seems some people don't want a solution.
Yeah, I think, do you think the West, because the rhetoric, like, I don't really understand what's going on because the West are expecting mediating and everything. It's as if they are pouring petrol on the fire. I might be wrong.
Yeah, the West, they probably have like contracts and things like that to benefit from rebuilding parts of it.
Stuff,
Weapon supplies, I think the oil in Gaza, some of these things. So that's where the West look after themselves. Do you understand? They give you all these nice things, but when they come back for it, you better be ready to pay.
You think the West, you think they like war?
Well, it's obvious that since I was born, there's never been peace. And the West have been actively involved in everything.
Even they are even involved by proxy in Ukraine as well. Anyway,
moving on swiftly. Anything else?
God bless Israel and Palestine. Man.
Yes,
I hope
yes.
we come to a peaceful resolution.
God bless the souls of the people that have been,
the children, the families that have lost souls.
Yeah.
And, it's sad.
Really sad. Really sad.
It's,
My brother, anything else we missed?
Yeah, nothing. You were saying something. Probably we'll talk about that in the next episode.
Yeah.
About the Nigerian actors that.
Yeah, Mr. Ibu. Yeah, let's. I think next episode let's talk about some of this. We wish Mr. Ibu, and there's another guy. Also used to be who was Omechimo Nagbo, which is unwell.
But some of these guys are old. It might not even be that. I know, that's what I'm saying. A lot of them are old as well.
I think let's talk about it next week. Why some of the most successful people or artists in Nigeria, whether actors or whatever, in Nollywood, all need help.
They do.
Why did they all need help? They've had successful careers.
And Kanuku as well.
Yeah, it's run mad. I think let's pick it up next week. Why some of these successful artists have, are living in penury and can't pay for medical bills for themselves. Yeah? We'll pick that up next week.
Sure. So.
All right, my bro. Anything else got planned for the rest of the week?
It's work.
Yeah.
Weekend.
Work.
It is what it is. But yeah. Shout out to everyone who'll be watching this video.
Shout out to all of our 3 fans and 4 viewers. You know what? I'll keep doing this as long as we have one fan, one viewer.
Because someone can sit down and listen to this, even if it's in the background
Yeah.
and everything. Or actually someone picks up and learns something from this. That's enough for me.
Yeah, one of my old colleagues came across it and I was like, wow. He says he wants to come on the show, so we'll bring him on.
What's his name?
Malcolm. Shout out to Malcolm.
Shout out to Malcolm.
Marco. Marco. Yeah, we'll bring him on. Talk about his background, how he ended up in the UK. He's from New Zealand, lived in Australia, and now lives in the UK. So
man's from down under. Yeah, also
we'll bring him on Japa Central as well, actually. And guys, click on the link. Watch Japa Central because It's really good because Japan Central focuses on immigrants and how they've gotten here and what they're doing. And I think it's a good show because it sort of goes against the bias of immigrants.
Yeah.
You know,
Suella Braverman will be
Suella
pissed
Braverman.
when she watched that
Yeah.
video.
this is why we
You'll
said
be
that
pissed.
producer Namo
Producer
is
Namo.
single-handedly
Trust
changing
me.
the
The
narrative
narrative,
of
100%.
immigrants in this
100%.
country.
But that means the downside is the Matrix gonna come for him though.
yeah.
Trust me, man.
They're already closing some of his accounts.
Shout out
so.
to Neo Namo.
Neo Namo fighting for the people.
You get me? Yeah,
For the
man.
cause.
Yeah.
All right, my people. All right, my people.
All right, man.
It's always
Bless
a
you. Have
pleasure.
have a lovely week, guys.
Have a
you
lovely
know.
week. Catch you soon.
Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more 2 Sabi podcast episodes.